This is the sound of the kettle boiling. I will be with you in one moment. Feel free to pretend there's some hold music playing. La 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 la. Yeah. For some reason, my little chat window is not where it should be. And I'm trying to figure out if I can, like, let's see what's in my chat room. But they have a shiny border, so that's fun. Where did I put my tea bag? Literally just took a tea bag. Oh, well, there it is. Did you miss me? Welcome to the crazy and random Wednesday evening stream of Goth Frog Art. We've got some stuff to cover today, and, right, if we can get some people in this stream talking to keep my averages up, and I stream for at least an hour, I'll have hit it. Hello! Would you kindly do I right? I'm just going to assume that that's Brittany, because I can't think who else that would be. Is that Brittany? Brittany. Yes. Okay. Knobhead. Brittany. Knobhead. There we go. Introduction's done. Knobhead's doing some uni work right now. So her responses will be intermittent at best. I'm just pouring some hot water into a cup. There we go. So how are we all doing? Have we all had a good week so far? We're like midweek, we're getting there, we're over the hump. I managed to make myself half a cup of tea. I did not put enough water in the kettle. So we got a few things to cover this evening. Where is my beautiful niece? My beautiful niece is normally like watching me when she shouldn't be as well. Alright, yeah, so we got some stuff to cover this evening. Things have been going on. That is, my god. Alright, so for those of you who are new, Wednesday evenings is talking about art and what's been going on in uni. This is a part of one of my actual university modules. This is worth 50% of my module, so it's important. And I've just learned how to do share screen, so I will actually be able to show you some images this evening. Alright, be proud of me. I am digitally forging ahead on this stuff, okay? So, like, for anybody who doesn't know me, I am digitally a dinosaur. Alright, I learned some stuff today in class, and I just learnt some stuff with Twitch as well because it was being a dick, so I had to mess about with it, which is why we did not get my usual starting soon screen. I don't even know where that is anymore. It's kind of gone into the ether. But yeah, so let's just have a catch up, see how we're all doing. In tonight's stream, I will be asking you to help me out with a decision that I've got to make. There's going to be 5 options to look at. We're going to be discussing how stupid my dog actually is. Really very stupid. Hello, puppy. I love you too. Yeah, bonus dog. Gothrock dog helping as always. So we'll be discussing... What do you want? You're such a distraction. Yeah, so we're going to be discussing Milanote, Adobe Illustrator, Canva, logos, branding, marketing, exhibitions, and this week's rant. Okay, we got it. We've got it. I'm just going to give people a little bit of time to get in because obviously I have started a couple of minutes earlier than usual. Maybe just give people a chance. Maybe, if we're really lucky, maybe one of my moderators will turn up. Now, I'm not going to hold my breath, but maybe. Help me. Help me. Why is my dog so stupid? Why? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Were you abandoned all day? Were you? Hey, Sam. See, this is what I mean. This is why we wait. We wait and people turn up. And Sam turns up and joins the You're a Knobhead crew. Hi, Knobhead. How you doing? Now, if I could just get a moderator, just one moderator. I've technically got 2 moderators and neither of them is ever here. Ever. I'm going to start off with showing you some stuff online so that I can close that page in the background to try and stop some of the frame drops I've got going on. Would you... We stop. Go over here and settle down. No, baby, I'm trying to work. I know, it's a horrible life. But yeah, I've got downstairs. I've got a Hellraiser diamond art. It is 6 foot by 3 foot. I don't have a table big enough to do it. It's amazing, and I need to do it, but yeah. Okay, right, so let me do a totally not smooth transition to this screen. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God, so I'm learning. Right. So what you see in front of you right now is my Milanote board for my branding. I know, right? No, not that button. Press the wrong button. Press the wrong button. Okay. So, what we will see is... Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Cool. We have, at the minute on your screen, there are 2 tree logos with frogs, a colour palette, and the word Gilbert. Okay. Now, the word Gilbert is there because that is the name of that particular font. That's one of the fonts I'm looking at for my branding, although it may not go with my colour palette. This colour palette is as close as I could get using hex colours to this particular. This was me with some Spectrum Noir coloristas yesterday trying to decide what colours to use. Okay, and then today we sat and we went through them all and we figured out the closest ones for hex colours. Okay, right, so choices, my little peoples, my little tadpoles of love. Choices. Here are... Wait, there's one missing. 1, 2, 3. Where did number 5 just go? See, this is why I'm not allowed to touch things. Which one's missing? Right, okay, I know which one's missing, so I can explain it. That's all good. Alright, so on your screen right now, there should be a selection of frogs. Surprisingly, we're all surprised by the selection of frogs. Who knew that I would do something with frogs? Now, the one with the tree is the old logo. So that's been the Goth Frog art logo for 8 years now. But it doesn't really cover who I am anymore or what I'm about. So I have taken the frog out of the Goth Frog art logo, and I have used that as the main focus of the ideas for the new logo. Now, I haven't asked you yet. No. Frog frog letter A. It's a letter, it's not a piddly number, is it? And I do have all these actually on bits of paper as well, so I can show you the missing one in a second. So frog A is the white frog with the 4-colour horizontal stripes in the background. That is frog A. Frog B is the black outline with the 4 horizontal green stripes in the background. Okay. Frog C is the one that is the multicoloured green shading with just a plain background. Okay. And let me just... Frog D, which is currently missing in action, I am holding up to the webcam, and that is the white outline with a diagonally blended green background. Okay. And then frog E is the multicoloured frog on a black background. Okay. Now, I'm going to hold this up for you so you can all take it in. Look at my beautiful frog drawings. Aren't they lovely? Everybody go, ooh, beautiful frog drawings. Ooh, so pretty. Alright, have we taken in the frogs? Yeah, you voted yesterday, but the rainbow coloured frog wasn't there yesterday. So now you have the rainbow coloured frog, alright? That's the one that Bex designed. Well, the colours, anyway, what helped me design. It was the glasswork. Okay, are we finished going, ooh, pretty? Right, so, out of these frogs, which one do you think, no, worded badly, which one is your favourite? There's gonna be a green background. Yeah, because that's my colour palette. So those 4 shades of green are the colour palette. I will show you some of the initial sketches. I really wanted to use this little like frog on the rainbow lily pad, but I really didn't want people to think I was gay, because that's not why I want people to buy my art. For the same reason I don't use being disabled as a reason for people to buy my art. So as much as I love the little guy, I'm not having, you know, Pink Floyd are not allowed to use a rainbow. I know, I love the little guy. I love him. And maybe when the world is finished being so annoying, maybe then. But for now, it's going to be one of these. So I'm just asking people which one they feel would be their favourite. If you saw a business card lying on the table and it was just a white business card and it had one of these frogs on it, which one would you be most likely to pick up? And we all know the answer is the rainbow lily pad, right? We know that, so we're just going to ignore that. But after the rainbow lily pad, which one would you be most likely to pick up to find out what is going on? Now, I'm very aware that none of these portrays being an artist. They're not meant to. They're meant to catch your attention. For the same reason that Apple's logo does not make you think internet. Alright? So, your logo doesn't necessarily have to portray what it is you do for a living. Otherwise, McDonald's logo would be a burger. So I just, obviously, I'm thinking Sammy might like E. Okay. Okay, so what I might do then is see if I can do the rainbow on the green background, because the tagline is ethically green art. It is, and this is why we're changing it, because the thing with, let me just scroll back up a second. The thing with these two is they were appropriate at the time, and I love them. I really do absolutely adore these little buggers. Oh, I did not want to do that. I don't know what I just did. Can I make this bigger? Thanks. Still getting to grips with Mila though. Ooh, look at that, the stripy background. God, love some vectors, man. Vectors. So yeah, so these were appropriate at the time. And, you know, they were goth rock art. But then I discovered colour. And colour is so amazing. I love colour. Just in case you could not tell by my snazzy new dungarees. They're snazzy and new and I love them. Or, you know, literally my entire life. Somebody suggested getting rid of the frog. Like, what? Who are you? So the next thing I need to discover, right, is like which font I'm going to use. Now, currently I am a little bit drawn towards this artistic font. I know. I'd have to rename the entire business then as well, wouldn't I? What would I be? Me and Kaylee were discussing the other day how I can never use my initials as my business, because JFF, when it's written down, literally just looks like you've written down Jeff. I am Jeff. Welcome to Jeff Art. Can I help you? And welcome to Jeff. Hi, come on in. Welcome to Jeff. Yeah. Can't even use any of my middle names to make it any better either. Also, right, have I got a pen? I kind of want to quickly go over this. Kaylee auto-corrected. Right. Let me just do this. Smooth! Look at that! That was smooth. Alright. So Kaylee auto-corrected when we were discussing these different ideas. Okay. And as we all know, autocorrect is a beautiful thing. I just need to lean on my Remarkable for a second. Hang on. So, her autocorrect gave me an idea. This is not meant to offend in any way, shape or form. And technically, this has nothing to do with my actual project. I'm just getting that out there. I just think it's amusing and I want to include it before we move on. It's another demonstration of what a logo could be. Yeah, totally justifying that right now. Do you like how I'm totally justifying it? On this, my actual vlog that I'm trying to get actual marks for. Oh, I've got an assessment next week as well, so that's good fun. Gotta love Aviva. So we were coming up with various names, and Kay said it's alright, I really like Goth Frog. Except Kay's phone auto-corrected Goth frog. Right? For some reason, it auto-corrected it to Faith frog. Alright? So, I was just sat having a bit of a sketch and came up with this beautiful logo for Faith Frog Art. Look at it! It's amazing! Oh, it's my favourite thing that I've done in a while. It is. It really is. Right, so yeah, so that was that bit. Now I can close my Lino and it can go away. I know, right? It needs to be. I might do the sketch up a little bit more and offend some people, which I'm really good at doing anyway, without even trying. So that's going to be a thing. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. The other thing I wanted to show you. Let me just bring up my little photo. I was taking pictures of the computer today, right? Because let me rotate that so that we can see it to its full beauty. I used Adobe Illustrator today. Now let's just take a moment. I used Adobe Illustrator today. Now, I'm only at the very, very basic beginnings of learning different things, and I learned how to use the 2 different arrow tools and 2 different pen tools, how to do colours, change stroke widths, and some other stuff. And what I've been doing is trying to make my own vectors for my logo. Obviously, I've still got a little while to go, but you know, I did a lot in today's class. I did a lot. I don't think everybody else did a lot in today's class, but I did a lot in today's class. So, let me see if I can. I did that. All those black lines in the Illustrator. Now I realise this is not a big thing for most people, but for the person who said they would never ever touch Illustrator, never mind do digital work, and I had to be really accurate, and I was using a mouse, not a graphics pad. Alright? I am so proud of this stupid piece of work. And Rich isn't here. Why is Rich not here for me to show him my digital wizardry? Just, where is he? Where is he when I need to show him my digital wizardry? He had faith in me when I did not. So yeah, so Adobe Illustrator, oh my goodness, what a journey. So I thought I'd actually taken more photos than I did. But I had to learn how to make shapes and stuff. So I was like properly messing about to try and figure out how to make shapes and gradients and like do curved lines and do straight lines. That picture evolved after that. It's amazing. But it's on my Adobe account, which I don't have access to at home. Do you know what? The hilarious thing about it is that I'm the person who isn't digital, right? We all know I'm not digital. What's hilarious about that is that I'm now doing more digital work than most of the people in my class. Oh, it's so good. I don't even know what I've just done. What? Why is that? What is that thing? Oh. Okay, that's fine. Alright, like the Twitch studio thing is flashing things at me. Don't do it, it's a trap, yeah. But yeah, so I did that today. We did Adobe, and it's definitely going to be a learning curve. But I said I would do it, and I am struggling. I am struggling with it because it's digital art. But I'm determined. I'm determined to do it. And I went in today with my bits of paper, my beautiful bits of paper, and went, yeah, I've done my logo at homework, you know, and just went, here's some frogs. But then the tutor showed me how to like take photos of them, get them online, and have a look at them. And now we're doing the tracing, the very careful tracing of each shape of my logo, which will then become, eventually it will become an SVG, a scalable vector graphic. See, look at me learning things. Which means that I will be able to put it on a file and drag and drop it onto anything. Now, when my last logo became an SVG, I actually ended up getting Rich to do it for me because I didn't know how. So it's going to be nice to do it myself and have that kind of, what did we call it? Branding design sheet. That's what we're working on. Branding design sheets that I've done and not had somebody else do it for me. So you can teach an old frog new tricks. That's how that's going. So I did that today. I'd never squeezed so much learning into 2 hours. Okay, right. So moving on from that, how many of you saw the beautiful, beautiful house that I built? Put pictures of it on Instagram and Facebook. It was beautiful. It's made of card. It was not the right sized card for the file. When we printed it out, I made it with some cardboard and some sellotape, and it took me a little while, and then it took me ages to realise that the extra bits were actually a table and chairs. So I made a table and chair. And then my brother came home and he went, what scale is that? And I was like, yeah, it's meant to be 1/24. I don't think it's right. So he took my scale ruler, because I have one now, measured the dollhouse that we have in the front room, measured the door on the dollhouse in the front room, and then measured this mock-up that I've built of the scale. And the measurements do not match. It is not right. And on top of that, the table and chair are not to scale to the house. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it's not a 1/12 or a 1/24 scale. It doesn't matter as long as it is a scale, right? What does matter is that the furniture has to be the same scale as the building. And currently I cannot find the right laser cutter files, DXF files, that are scaled to the right size to be able to build my miniature art gallery. This is an issue since that's my whole exhibition. Right, I don't even. So, back to plans A and B. Because, you know, the laser cutter, I didn't find out about it until 2 weeks ago, and it was plan C. Okay, so plan A, take a doll's house, gut the doll's house, Gothfrog art. I am Gothfrog art on everything. Did I put it on Instagram? Kaylee, did I put it on Instagram? I'm sure I put it on Instagram. If I didn't, I'm going to put it on there now. Oh, I did put it on Instagram. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Gothfrog art. That's my tag on everything, to be fair. Yeah, but you'd have been there when I did it. So yeah, so we made the tiny house. The tiny house is not right. So I can either now. If I do it with the doll's house, I am going to have to make some very serious changes. And I really don't want to do that to the doll's house my brother got me for my birthday last year. And although it needs some work, I want to make it into an actual doll's house, wrapping it up and turning it into something else. There are options. Let me just bring up Google like I normally do. There are options. Obviously, plan B is what I said I was going to have to do from the very beginning and build it from scratch. Which, it is doable. It is doable. Yeah. But, I mean, I think what I would have to do is build the building to the scale of the furniture that I can find to put in it. I think that would be the way I go about it. I've still not decided if I'm going to have it front on or top down. Like, I've got... My development Viva is next Friday, right? Next Friday? Yeah, next Friday. Think about that then. So it's worth 50% of that module. The research Viva was 50%, the development Viva is 50%. And I still haven't figured out which way I'm going to have it. So, right. And what I mean is, front on would be something like, let me find you a beautiful image. So these are, yeah, open front. So these are actually shelving units. This is one of the options I am now currently looking at, is shelving units. Obviously, could get square shelving units. It doesn't have to be house shaped, but that kind of shelving unit is an option that could be made to work, as long as I can get one that has the depth required. Yeah, but the thing is, the thing with front opening is that I don't want to give it all away at once. So, are you going to focus? Yeah, focus. Who needs focus? Why are you dropping frames? Stop it. So the thing with front opening is that I don't know if people are going to want to get close enough to see it. And that's the thing. Like, when I first envisioned this, when I first came up with when we first started discussing it as a miniature, and then it was going to be a box on a table, and it was just going to be one room and a box on a table, and you had to walk up to it. From the outside, it would just look like a white box, but there would be images projected onto the walls, right? That's now turned into a full miniature art museum. It's not a gallery, it's a museum. There is a difference. And I've figured out how to do the speakers today. That is a genius idea, right? Because we're building tiny speakers into this thing. My idea for tiny speakers, you'll love this, headphones, right? I get the sounds that I want on MP3, get my friend John to do some recording for me like I normally do, right? And then play the sound through headphones, which would technically act as tiny speakers, so I could disguise them. If I get like little cheap in-ear ones, I could actually build a little like speaker case around them. I got it. But I don't want to give everything away from a distance. I want people to walk up to it. I want them to look into it. But then I worry if it's top down. But the thing is, I don't have to worry about the images that are on the walls, because that is what is going to be projected onto the bigger walls around it. And the other thing is, I don't even know what I'm putting in this damn thing yet. I need to make sure that the whole point of this is seen. So, for those of you who are new and don't know, the whole point of this is to get... What are you doing? Would you like me to move my water bottle? Is that in your way? I apologise. My dog is not the whole point of it. He's just a dickhead. Right. So the whole point of this is that I need people to understand that art is bad for the environment. Okay, it is bad for the environment. There's no two ways about it. Can you fuck off, please? Excuse my language. People who are official and watching this. Jake. This is my late night stream, I'm allowed. God, I wish I knew how to edit. So, yeah, so the point of this is that people will look inside this tiny little art gallery, this little museum-y thing, and they will see all these different pieces of art, and each one will be some kind of depiction of how art is bad for the environment, whether that is a pile of empty paint tubes or plastic paint debris or, you know, unrecyclable plastic paint brush handles, whatever. There'll be pictures of that, and there'll be pictures of sea life, and then in the curator's office there's going to be like a cabinet of curiosities, and it's going to be like tiny little empty paint tubes and tiny little tins of solvent and things like that. Okay, so that's the point. The point is, the message is, the title of my dissertation was Grassroots Art is Harmful to the Environment. Okay, so small business, home hobbyist art is dangerous to the environment, and the reason being, people at home are not educated into, not that they're not educated, they have not been educated in the ways of art materials. When I did my dissertation, I was shocked to find out how many people don't know acrylic paint is made from plastic. Let that sink in for a moment. There are people who are not artists, who just go and pick paint up from Hobbycraft or, you know, the range or whatever, who do not know that acrylic paint is made from plastic. These same people don't know that the contents of things like Posca pens are acrylic paints, that you cannot refill a Posca pen. You can refill certain alcohol markers, see my previous stream, but you cannot refill a Posca pen, okay? And this is why I'm doing it. There's just so many issues. And then we're not even getting into things like oil paints and solvents and air pollution or anything else like that. I've literally been concentrating on paint and pigments and just little things like transparency of companies, after there was a big hoo-ha with Daniel Smith not being transparent when they brought out one of their range of paints. So that's the point of this exhibition. The point of this exhibition is to get Joe Bloggs, John Smith, Rita, whatever, I don't know any random, Jane Doe, there we go, to look at it and go, oh, art is bad for the environment. It's the plan. It's the plan. It's not going well. I'm using the psychology behind miniatures, because there is some. And I refer you back to the book we have previously discussed. Look at this. This is me showing you things again. John Mack, The Art of Small Things. In this book, he covers some of the psychology behind it. And some of the psychology behind it is that curiosity, that need to know what is going on. Hence why I'm using miniatures. There's so much psychology behind using miniatures. And that curiosity and that need to know what is going on, that need to walk up to it, peer through the window. You know, it's the same curiosity that gets you curtain twitching when you're on your street, Kaylee, looking outside, Kaylee. Sister's terrible for it. And that's kind of what we're aiming towards. All right, we're at a junction right now, because I'm in a position where I can't see the wood for the trees. I've got a lot of things I need to figure out, and I don't know where to start figuring it out. I have an appointment on Friday with my mentor lady, as always. But honestly, it's just, and because I don't do lists, because it's pointless. If I like go do a list, it'll go on the Remarkable and I'll never look at it again. It's just, there's no point. It's for the same reason I've not done a Gantt chart, even though they now really want me to. I might need to do a timetable by next Friday. Kaylee, I need help. So yeah, I'm at a junction with the building at the minute. I've stepped away from it for a couple of days, and I'm going to go back in next week and have a look at where we're at with that, because I don't know. I'm going to do a couple of experiments over this weekend. I got scammed by Amazon. It's not a scam. We've covered the world's smallest art gallery. I ranted about it already, and it is going to go into my development, but I'm still annoyed about it. Alright? Do not buy from Amazon the world's smallest art museum. For a start, it's not a museum, it's a gallery. Secondly, it's just 16 pictures that have not been scaled to each other and some foam board. I could have made that myself. But it shows development. So that's where we're at with the build right now. Okay, I'm at a place where I really could do with talking to somebody who has some kind of more advanced expertise in scale building than I do, than my brother does, than my dad does. I mean, we all do it. We're all scale builders, and I really wish my granddad was still alive, because he would know exactly what to do right now. He used to build dolls' houses. He was very good at it. And he would know, and I need him right now, but he's not here, so I need to figure this out. What I can't do is design my own files for the laser cutter. I am not an AutoCAD designer. Heck, I've only just learned how to use Illustrator, and I'm still on the first 4 buttons down the side. So I'm a little bit stressed about that, but I'm gonna figure it out. Lots of. Problem is, I need to do a lot more material tests, and technically my development finishes on the 8th, and I meant to start the actual build, and I've just not had enough time for the development. In other news, you know how I was saying that I didn't know which week the exhibition would be? The exam board has agreed to my idea. They are coming to the exhibition in the week of the 15th to see the exhibition in person for me to do a presentation on my exhibition. So I don't have to learn how to use PowerPoint. I mean, that's not why. No, it just, I could never have got across on PowerPoint exactly what the messages were that I was trying to get across. So no, that's really good. And now we reach today's stress. Oh my god, right? I rushed out my house this morning. I was trying so hard to stay in bed, but Kaylee rang me. Right, so I ended up getting up, rushing out the house to get in and try and get some studio time in before my class. And I got a text message saying that they wanted everybody in one of the classrooms to do the student survey. Now, I'd already done the student survey. I always do the student survey. But my subject specialist was watching the class. So I thought, like, oh, go have a chat with him, see where we're at. Yeah. And he was all like, I've got some really good news about a thing that you don't need to worry about. I was like, okay. And then he told me about the thing that I didn't know that I needed to worry about to then not worry about it, right? Because his level 3 students went to the place where I'm hoping to exhibit, or where I will be exhibiting, right? And they were told that this space was going to cost them £40 per side per day. That's £80 a day. Now they're only doing like 2 days, 3 days, I think. Right? I'm there for a week. And I'm just like, what? At no point in any conversation that I've had with anybody over this exhibition has a single person mentioned money. Now, I am very aware that normally, if I was holding my own solo exhibition and I'd arranged it all myself and everything else, that I would have to pay for the space. I'm aware that that is a normal thing. However, nobody mentioned it. Nobody, not once. Not once did somebody say, oh, by the way, your little corner, 40 quid a day. That's £200, assuming I don't do the weekend. I'd like to do the weekend because footfall. £200 minimum, possibly 240, possibly 260. Right? Now, the really annoying thing about that is that I could probably have gotten a cheaper space. I have been told not to worry about it. I've been told that they're going to try and put mine in with the level 3s, and college is going to cover it for the level 3s, so mine should be included in that. But the thing is, I wasn't worried about it because I didn't know about it until today, and now I'm worried about it. That was the start to my day. That left me feeling a little bit sick. On the plus side, I might not have to source the projectors. Because obviously I need projectors. That's, you know, one of the two things. You know, we're going to have the GoPros pointing into the miniature house, then projecting the tiny things onto the walls to make it easier to see. Alright, just a couple of like the bits of tiny artwork. Alright, because the projectors in college at the moment are no longer suitable for use for the digital media that is being taught, hopefully they're going to be buying some new projectors for the college that I will then hopefully be able to use in my exhibition. If not, my mental health lady sent me a link for De Montfort University to the AV loans. They do lend out projectors as well, but again, I think we might have the same problem we've had with the ones college already has, where they are not up to spec, and will not run all the latest versions of anything ever. So that's cool. So hopefully that'll be good, because that's again going to save me money, because at one point we thought I was going to have to buy some cheap projectors just to be able to do this, and they'd still have to be at spec to work from the GoPro. There's a lot of tech involved in my non-tech installation work. I love installation work. Please don't get me wrong. I adore installation work. Anybody who's been around my art journey long enough knows I love it. I've done so many installations now. I got so excited about my team getting the bid for the Leicester City installation, and I am staying involved with that. I love installation. It is where my heart lies as far as art is concerned. And it doesn't matter how many times I try and teach myself to do this 2D art, and I will do my range of posters, my anti-motivational posters, and I will continue doing my fan art and my horror fan art and stuff like that, but my heart belongs to installation art. I love it. I love everything about it, and I love being able to give art away. Like, I always make sure that there's something to take away that you can take home with you that's a piece of art, you know? This time it's probably going to be the business cards, and there's a reason behind that. I'm thinking of turning the business cards into one of the tiny pieces of art from the miniature gallery, so you can take home this tiny piece of art, and then on the back will be all of my details, just in case you ever want, you know, a doll's house building, possibly. My brother's girlfriend's already mentioned how she might need me to build a book nook for her. I'm like, okay, whatever. Right, I'll build it, it's fine. The stuff I'm building at the minute doesn't come with instructions. That's a fun challenge. So there's kind of like, there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot. This year, right, I had images of this year, because last year was all of the writing. Last year was the business plan, the project proposal, the dissertation, you know, it was all of the writing, and I stupidly got it into my head that this year was going to be all about the art. No, no, it's not. The art is there and it represents 70% of one of my modules, but this vlog is 50% of my module. The group work was 25%. The presentation boards were 25%. The presentation to the exam board is 30%. The web stuff, you know, it's another, I think it's another 50% or something stupid like that. It's a lot. And on top of that, unlike all the young'uns, I'm having to learn how to use these programs as we're doing it. Like, they're all like, oh yeah, Photoshop, blah, Illustrator, yeah, cool graphics, here you go, yeah. And there's me with my pencil. Yeah, and just been like, yeah, give me 2 days, some pens, and I'll get back to you. I can't keep up. So I'm gonna ask my beautiful partners if they wouldn't mind paying for Adobe until the end of the course. As a student, we get it for less anyway. I need to be able to use it at home. I need to be able to plug my graphics, like my Huion. I need to be able to plug my Huion into the computer and draw on Illustrator. Sacrificial paintbrush. I haven't even showed sacrificial. I don't even know where sacrificial paintbrush is because I had a moment late last night when I was looking for something. He is here somewhere. But yeah, sacrificial paintbrush. Oh yeah, you missed that, Sammy. Right at the very beginning of the stream, for those of you who missed it, I did say if you all can keep talking and keep watching with this stream is day 7 and hour 8 in about 7 minutes of what I need to get to affiliate. So as long as you all are interacting, right, keeping the average up, hopefully, by, you know, the end of today, early tomorrow, hopefully, we'll finally have affiliate, hopefully. And then you all can give me a Prime subscription so I can get paid. You'll get to watch a 30-second advert. I may not have warned people about that. So when I'm an affiliate, probably cover it on Monday to be fair. So yeah, hopefully by the time you see it next time I'll have finished designing. I'm actually gonna ask one of the lasses in my class if she would take some money and help me design my badges, because obviously I can draw them. What I can't do is turn them into a digital anything ever, because I'm not there yet. And I would normally ask my favourite potato, Mr. Rich, but I don't know really what's going on with him at the minute. I might give him a call tomorrow. So yeah, that's been a journey and a half, hasn't it? Do you realise I've been streaming for a year? It's just coming up for a year. But yeah, so there's a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of builds happening. So Mondays now, Monday daytimes now, once I've bought a tripod thingy for my phoney thing. It's like what I was trying to get you all to understand on Monday, right? You know this phone? To be able to use my phone to stream, I need to, let's pretend this is the art, right? I need to have it like that. That way I can still see the chat and you all can see what I'm doing down here. And if I was trying to like angle it on a box the other day and it wasn't working. And yes, I realise I could, in theory, just move the computer back downstairs and use the webcam. However, I don't want to. I like having the computer up here. It means that we can do like these kind of more formal chats in the evening, and I can sit back and chill out, and you know, I've got my crochet up here and things like that. It's just another one of those things, isn't it? There's just like so much to take in with the digital side of this bloody course. They're like asking me if I've been writing blogs, and I'm like, 2 hours a week, every week. It's not the same, but I get more content in. So yeah, what was that? So that's logo, build, annoyance, marketing. This is my last topic of conversation for this evening. Marketing. So once I've finished with this logo-y thing, right, and let's just pretend I've done all the design work and I have the most beautiful logo-y thing in the world, and I've picked which font I'm going to use for my name, and you know, Gothfrog Art is all there, and I've got all my stationery and everything, and you're in town, don't matter which town, you're in your town. What would make you go into a building to see an art gallery? Would it be posters everywhere with something written on them? Would it be a big banner outside the actual venue? What would make you go and see an art exhibition? Because this is the other thing I've now got to take into consideration. Now, I could get the college marketing team involved, but too many cooks and all that. So a person. Well, you just want me to have like the town crier dressed in dungarees, rainbow dungarees. You don't have to pay a person. I don't have a budget for this. There's no budget for this. You ever tried doing an art exhibition on a zero budget? Like, how much is your budget? Nothing. What? It's nothing. My budget is nothing. I've got nothing. Why a person? What would the person be doing? Would they have an A board on? Would they be selling God? I don't. The problem with Leicester is we get a lot of people in town, and usually they're either selling God, selling the regret of vaccines, free stuff. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I might have to talk to the cafe. I wonder if I can get vouchers for like a free drink or something. I wonder if they'd do that at a deal price for me as well. Interesting. At that rate, it's just going to be a bowl of sweets. Oh, do you know what I could totally do? I could get lollipops and get Gothfrog Art stickers. Put my stickers on there. I need somebody, right, one of you out there with more money than me needs to buy a Cricut so I can use it to cut vinyl. And I like, first 20 people through the door can have a goodie bag with like my logo on it and a pen. It'd be a plain pen, right, I'm not made of money. And a lollipop. Yeah, but if I can find somebody who owns a Cricut who I know, they'll charge me less. Shrimp and Doodle are great. They're a fantastic business. Kaylee is a fantastic business lady. But she does charge. And I need to do this as cheaply as possible, because refer back to my previous statement of I have no budget. Well, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, because I don't know anything about it, and that's the thing. So, like, hang on, let me show you my most recent purchase from a lovely lady called Jane, who is on Etsy, if you'll need some frog goodness. So this is my new bag. This is Frederick Lamar as Hellraiser. But on the back, more importantly, is her Frederick Lamar logo. So I would want something like that, but my logo, because you can pick these bags up for like £1 from Hobbycraft or less on Amazon. So something like that on a bag, And then I can probably print stickers out myself because I have a good printer. What I don't have is sublimation printers or vinyl cutters. And I could do it by hand. I could. But I'd still need it printed onto vinyl. So I don't know. I don't know anything about that. May. Before May, because I have to put this stuff together. Gothfrog dog, yet again coming in to be helpful. Yeah. Hello, Bibba. Hello. Oh, I know. The world is terrible. So I would probably say, if the exhibition's 15th, I'd need to see a proof as soon as possible, and then I'd need to maybe get the actual stuff to me by mid-April so I could start making it. Wait, you can get the stuff that you can put through the printer, can't you? Alright, take notes. Kaylee, take notes. I mean, if only I knew somebody who could make some bags for me and not be very expensive. Little Jake heart. Look at the little Jake heart. Look at it. Little Jake heart. You meant to put your nose through the heart. You're terrible. Yeah, actually, Sam, I might need to talk to you about that. Because that'd be really cool if you can do me some small bags for goodie bags. No, Kaylee, take notes. I need you to. What did I want to take notes on? Material testing. Write down material testing, vinyl printing. Just write down those 4 words for me. I have a dog. Don't expect me to watch this back, because I'm not going to. I hate watching myself on these things. Occasionally I have to just check that it's alright, and I'm just like, oh no, words, no. Yeah. We'll have a chat. I'll get Vince to bring me over to Wolves again. Can we appreciate just how daft? Just how daft? What is this going on my knee? What is it? Alright. Brittany, if you're working right now, I need you to look at your phone. I can't. It's mad. Look, it is so sad. It's so beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love him, but he's stupid. Yeah, you. Yeah, so I need to figure out marketing and branding, and I don't. The problem with that is that all of my previous exhibitions have all been done through the art college I was at the time. So other than helping out with imaging that was going onto the posters, everything else, all the publicity and everything else was done by the college. And like I say, I can get Leicester College's marketing department involved, but I think that the only involvement I would want from them is, can they get in touch with local newspapers? What kind of contacts do they have? What I also need to remember is that I cannot do everything myself, because even if I was doing this as that's a real exhibition, I would not be doing all of this myself. There would be somebody I could, talk to about it. So that's the other thing. No. LinkedIn scares me. Actually, we were discussing LinkedIn today, and just how it's very, very professional and formal. And I don't need to, look, because I've got you lot. I always know a person. Sometimes I forget that I know a person, but I always know a person. I'm gonna speak to my dad's girlfriend about AutoCAD, because she loves me. She might not love me. Don't know. But forget, I'm gonna do that. stupid. Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. Use the blooming account about how to go about. I don't even know how. I don't. This is LinkedIn confuses me. I mean, Facebook confuses me. Still, girls convince TikTok. Like 8 o'clock. What are you talking about? What's that? That's cold. It's almost like I made it an hour and 6 minutes ago. So yeah, there's a lot going on, and I keep saying that I don't need help, and I might, but then general subject tutorials, everything is actually going fine, and I am right. I need to not. I'm not in a probably in it. Like, I know that my brain is doing now. I can't start marketing until it's done. Same with my website. That needs doing sooner rather than later, because that's going on the marketing. It's going on the publicity. But at the same time, I also have to build the exhibition. And I'm pretty sure, right, pretty sure that when other artists have done exhibitions in the past, they've probably already done the marketing, the branding and the website, and they're probably not having to do it at exactly the same time as building the exhibition. Just a thought. That's, you know, that's my spawn's worth. Where's my... Oh, Brittany liked my pictures. So yeah, there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. What? Gwyneth Paltrow's head. Oh no, that's in the box. That's what's in the box. I need to do some work. That's what I need to do. Alright, hang on. I was going to write some notes down then, but then I put the pen down. Did I put the pen down? I did put the pen back where it belongs, holy poop! That's the crochet pages. That's the random sketch pages. That's the snooty snood pages. That is the stuff that I need to occasionally pay attention to pages. What? No, I'm going to sleep. Sleep. Marketing. Let me just write this down. I will forget. Bags. There we go. Lollipops. Kaylee, what 3 things would you expect? And question mark? Question mark? I can probably get Penston as a sample, you know. I'm only thinking like 20-25, like the first 20-25 people to the exhibition or whatever. Oh yeah, voucher for drink. But then if that's the case, then I get my student loan before the exhibition, and I can always pay for the drinks vouchers out of my student loan. That being what it is technically intended for, student things. So find out about that as well. I might nip in. When am I next in town? Saturday! Kaylee! We're going for a jar, Dad. Dad won't go in there. No, I mean, I take you into the church so you could see the space and stuff. still a church. Let's send him to get bubble tea or something. I don't know. What are you? Can you not clean the bed? The bed doesn't need cleaning, and now you've made the damp patch. Yeah, it's true. So the bag itself, lollipop pen, drink voucher, yeah, business card. And then the miniature image business card will be for everyone. And he said posters and banner. Isn't this the most exciting stream I've ever done? Aren't you so happy to be watching me writing? Posters, banner, and apparently a random person, possibly dressed as the town crier or selling God. We don't know. I went past a church today that was trying to sell me miracles, fire and miracles or something like that. And one of the things it's got like a schedule on the side of it, and it just said evenings, audience with. Really? Okay. Things. Do you want now? Yeah. I mean, maybe. So like, I'm dropping right now. Right, I think I'm probably gonna have to call it there, guys, because I don't know what's going on, but my internet's on for it. We will discuss. Might be. I do a really long day. I'll talk to you in a second. I'll see how you're doing your work. Brittany still there. Thank you. Anybody else who popped in who I've not seen and you've just been looking for turning up. I hopefully we'll figure it out in a minute. I'm gonna let the minute I know, you all will know. But hopefully, if it's not this stream, then definitely next stream we want to be with affiliate and we can start doing fun things. If anybody hears from Rich, anybody at all hears from Rich, point him in my direction, please. You know, if anybody has any information on miniatures or miniature building or knows a guy, please point them in my direction. I need a guy. I know lots of guys, but I don't know lots of guys know anything about scale other than Bex, and she has got a lot on at the minute. Right there, puppy. I am going to go and crochet the latest installment of my Choose Your Own Adventure. Well, I haven't even big, but like it's getting alright. We've got a rose going on in the middle and stuff, and we've got little candlesticks that you can't really see from there, but they are there, like little candles. So I'm gonna add some more to that. My tree of life is now done, so I'm gonna add that into cardigan, I think, and relax because it's been long. Yeah, I think that's it from me tonight then, folks. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope that everything is positive for you, and I hope that if it's not positive, you can have the strength to get through the other side. May the frog always be with you inside. Positivity always. And thank you so much for all your ideas. I will actually make sure I keep a copy of the conversation from this one. Obviously, as always, this will be ported over to YouTube, so you can rewatch it on here for the next 60 days, or you can watch it on YouTube later. And that's it. So yeah, there's this frog going to bed. I'll speak to you all later. Bye.